the play fake on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Puts it out of the air. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
And the slot receiver makes it easy on his quarterback. Did you see how he found the soft spot, the wide open space? That was easy for his quarterback to complete that throw.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. The give to the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. The play action fake. Here's a hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes a grab deep. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown LSU! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime.
All right, got to be honest, don't hate it. I mean, a lot of people would love to see a 2-minute situation. You're trailing at halftime, but they've had some things go wrong, and I think right now they're just trying to make sure you keep your team together, you keep them focused, you don't try to do something crazy and risk something very negative happening before the half.
And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Oh, they're after him. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push the guy backwards and make some holes?
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. With the catch, it's Durham. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught in the backfield. It's Durham. Breaks into the open. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself in the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. Back to pass. Sends it downfield. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide.
Grabs it inside the 15. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Under fire. He'll get rid of it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Hand off from the shotgun. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And coming out in the 2nd half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this 2nd half, defense picking up where it left off.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd down, going up top. Here comes the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Irish send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? Doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the back in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Back to pass on second down. Under fire. Moving away from pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Using his legs, it's Berry. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defense defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Unloads it left. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. To the air, it's Carr. Got his man. Turning it on. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one.
Notre Dame, 17.
So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field, playing great defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Carr. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Finds the back on the option, the give. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. And you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Goes to the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the change for this offense.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll run the option. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
LSU.
And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle.
LSU 49, Notre Dame 24. Return runs out of bounds.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quick strike complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Motion from the wideout. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.